The grass is always greener on the other side. Isn't it though? Don't you feel? I'm sure you, as have I, come across so many incidences in life where you always feel that the grass is always greener on the other side. Now, this could be the grass is greener on maybe your neighbor's lawn, or maybe somebody that you envy in a good way, and you feel, why is their grass, why is their life so much better than how I perceive my life to be. And sometimes you feel the grass is greener for yourself, in terms of, um, if I make these choices, if I change the trajectory of my life in this way, the grass will be greener on that side of life. Today I want to speak about the grass being greener on the other side, but in a very positive way, and not in an nothing to do with a negative self-reflection, as in, um, that brings about feelings, or the lower vibrational feelings, lower vibrational emotions, that the lack, why, when, how, and those kind of things. So let's again walk with me on this journey of somebody, and let's see if that makes any sense towards the end of the story. So let's say there is somebody. Let's say you have entered a certain phase of life where, for example, you've bought a house that has a, and this was pretty earlier in life, and that has a beautiful lawn, and it has a house and a garden, lawn, however you want to describe it, and you've just started life. And when you moved into that neighborhood, into your new life, into that new house, with so many dreams and aspirations and excitement and positivity, so much positivity that we will decorate the house in such a way and make changes, and you could see a whole life in that house. And while you moved into that house, it so happens that you have a neighbor who moved into the house at the same time, with the same kind of energy to build a new life, to build a, just start out life with the same kind of positivity that you were embracing. And so begins the bond with your neighbor, because there is a common ground. Nothing brings two people closer than having a common ground, common interest, common, um, anything that is common between the two lives. And that creates an invisible thread that creates a bond between the two souls. So you have a new neighbor now, and you make friends with this neighbor. The friendship begins, life begins, the excitement of, um, just reconstructing this entire new beginning has emerged somewhere within the soul. And while this process is happening, while both of you are individually, um, building that house, building that life, building those dreams, fulfilling the dreams, doing all of those things, you notice one thing: you do your house the best way that you know. We all do, we all research here and there, speak to friends, get some guidance, whatever, and we do certain things, especially when it comes to decorating. You do your thing however it works for you, and you notice your neighbor is doing his or her thing the best that they can, the best that they know how. But you notice there is a certain style that this neighbor, who is now your friend, who is now becoming a good friend, in the best possible way. This neighbor, this friend, is doing the house, tending to the garden, tending to the lawn in such a way that you feel, somewhere you feel, that's a much better way, that's a much better approach of doing it than what I am doing. You take it positively, not in an envious way. You take it positively, you start making some changes which are similar to your friend's lawn, and you start incorporating those changes within your own lawn, and it starts looking good. I'm just going to stick to the lawn here. I'm not going to go into the house. And the lawn begins to look bright and shiny for you. And then you see there is some other changes that your friend and neighbor has done, and you feel, wow, this is also so beautiful, let me also do that. And the friend is not bothered, like, why are you copying me, and nothing like that, because it's such a good friendship. And you do that, and then it looks even better. And then towards the end of it, both of you have similar looking lawns, and both the lawns are beautiful, and both are happy, both are satisfied, and life goes on. And as life goes on, your friend has a routine, your neighbor has a routine, that this is, I will tend to my lawn, I will tend to my garden in such a way on this day at this time. And that's your friend's discipline, and that's your friend's routine. And the friend does that without, come rain or shine, come rain or sunshine, your friend is tending to the garden, to the flowers, to the lawn, to everything. That the friend, that's just who your friend is. And that motivates you to do the same for your lawn. And you say, okay, I will do the same thing, because clearly it's working on that lawn, clearly that garden is being tended to, and it's beautiful. I need to do that. Maybe somewhere within you, you lack that discipline, or you lack that the inner motivation to do it on your own for the lawn. I'm not saying about life, for that, for your lawn. And you get the inspiration and the motivation from your friend and neighbor. And it also gives you an excuse that while your friend is tending to the lawn, you are tending to the lawn at the same time on the same day, and you bond even more. You share stories, you share life, you share experiences, you make certain plans, whatever you do. And it's all positive, because in that moment it gives it gives you a certain joy and contentment to have and enhance that already existing good relationship, if that makes any sense. So you do that for the longest time, your neighbor slash friend is doing that for the longest time, and life 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 is going on. The the personal life, the personal growth, the personal self development, all that part is, it's a separate part, about your work, about your um, about health, everything, whatever you can think of. That part of life is going on. We are talking about the long. And then after many, many, many years, as life went through, months, years, maybe decades too, you realize that this bond, this friendship was than more than a bond that can be described in words. Because you see that your friend was tending to his or her lawn naturally. Tending to the lawn came very natural to your friend slash neighbor. But that ability that you admired so much in your neighbor, in your friend, brought out the best in you, motivated you, inspired you to tend to your own lawn, water your flowers, water your, um, mow the lawn, and whatever it is, however it is. And you made sure, because of your friend slash neighbor, you made sure that your lawn was beautiful as it can be. Both your lawns are probably the envy of the entire neighborhood. Think of it that way. But your lawn, thanks to your friend slash neighbor, is something that gives you that inner peace, inner joy, inner pride, inner, there's just that smile within you that, wow, I never quit on my garden. Although there may have been times where you wanted to quit, but you did not, because you had no reason. You had all the excuses in the world to not tend to the garden. But the only thing that kept you tending to that garden is because you said, no, I get, this is my time with my friend. This is my time with my, one of my best soulmates, whatever, however you want to look at it. This is my time, my quality time with my friend. I don't want to miss it for the world. And because you wanted to spend time with your friend slash neighbor, you tended to your garden. And that is what your cycle within you showed you, that the light within your neighbor slash friend was so bright, was so full of positivity, that it never let you question your own light. Sometimes this happens. We go through our own lives, we go through our own challenges, tribulations, trials, hurdles, whatever. We go through so much that sometimes the light within us dims. It really dims. But if you have somebody like that you look up to, who's full of positivity, because that's just who they are. And by looking at them, and by some fluke, by some luck, if you have a person like that in your life, know for certain, it's sometimes when your light is dim, you can borrow the light from whoever it is in your life. You're just borrowing it. You're not taking it away from them. Their light will never dim. It's so bright, it's constantly shining. You just borrow it, you feel good. That's the beauty of the presence of someone like that in your life. And if you can be someone like that for somebody else in your life, what more? What more would you want in terms of giving? We all are here to receive and to give at the same time. So if you can give, if you have nothing to give, sometimes we have nothing to give, you can just give your light that you have within, because that's, we all have come with a certain light, whatever, however you want to look at it, it's all within us. Up to you how much you want it to shine, up to you how long you want it to shine. It's up to you to even acknowledge that you have the light and what you want to do with it. Even if you want to keep it for yourself and be just a positive person for the rest of your life, that's beautiful too. If you want that I have this light and I want to shine it to other people, whoever's around me, and make sure that my environment is beautiful, that's a beautiful act to perform too. And if you feel my light is so bright that I want to just shine it to the world, so be it. However it is, it's for you to know that I have this light. It's for you to know that there are people around me who have a lot of light too, and they are always there. It's always a give and take. So the purpose of this message is, the grass is greener on the other side, is not necessarily always envy. Why is the grass greener on the other side? Why is my that person's grass more green than my grass? Your grass is green. Your environment, your life, whatever it is, there is always some positive thing in and around you that is green. And maybe that green is somebody else's envy. Never know. So, in a positive way, that by looking at somebody else's grass and you take inspiration from that, your grass can be greener than it already is, because it motivates you, it gives you inspiration, it brings out the positivity in you. It does nothing but enhance your actions towards your own grass, towards your own life, towards your own lawn, however you want to interpret it. So that was the idea of this message. Look at it positively. The grass is green in the entire world and it's beautiful. So is yours. Think of it that way. I hope, I really hope that this message kind of maybe helps you to change your perspective towards the green grass in the entire in the entire world. And stay connected with me. Subscribe to my channel if this kind of message interests you. And let's see what I come up with next.